Hello. I just totally, my mind went blank, so I have no idea what I'm going to say, but it's a little disconcerting to like actually watch my face. So I have been doing some thrift shopping. I go thrift shopping all the time, and I just have not had a moment to show you guys what I have found. And so thanks for who's coming on and watching. It's awesome. And I'm just gonna, I guess I'll just start. I have a really exciting find. It's the first piece I've ever found of it. And I have a variety of places I went. I went to Goodwill in Des Moines. I don't think I went to any other Goodwills, but the Des Moines one, or there's several in Des Moines. And I went to a Salvation Army, and then I went to, there's a Bibles for Missions in Pella, and one called The Well, and those are just more, I think more local thrift stores. And then there's the Almost Free in Knoxville, which you never know about that one. It's kind of Anna Marie. Hello. I can see comments. How are you, sweet pea? Anna went with me to the Goodwill and the Salvation Army. Hello, Kelly. And so I think there's 5 thrift stores where this stuff came from. You just never know. You never know. Yes, I went with you, Anna, on our evening. So, okay, I'm not even sure where I'm going to start, but I'm going to start with these lovely little doohickeys. And I'm thinking this is a Goodwill label. Okay, so here are my first 2 little items. These are cast iron candlesticks. I don't think they're super old, but they're heavy. Hey, Peggy. And I'm sorry that you're sick. Josh has shingles, so if you can top that, then I'll give you some sympathy. So there's 2 of these little candle holders. Just really, really sweet. And I think they're just, you know, for tapers. Fun. And I paid $2 a piece for those. I don't know what I'm going to sell them for yet. I'm not real good at, I'm not real great about like, there's a mark on the bottom. It's always better if your pieces have marks, but I can't read it unless it says iron. I'm not real sure. Anyway, those are really just sweet little, and then because I like to craft and I've been making those gold frames, I found this package. It's their gold frames. Some of them are like little instruments, which are kind of hokey, but I bought this because of the gold frames in there. And this is probably like next year Christmas, but you know, at thrift stores you gotta buy it when you find it. And that looks like it came from the Well in Pella. So I'm actually gonna put that in with my, down under the table I have a box of like things I'm gonna use next year. All right, next item is this lovely little enamel pot. Got it for 25 cents at the Almost Free store. That's the great thing about the Almost Free store. You may not find like fabulous things, or sometimes it's pretty picked over. Well, but literally 25 cents. Once again, don't think it's super old, but I love the blue on it. Blue's a little more unusual of a color to find. And then at the Almost Free store, I bought 2 glass jars. This one is an old jelly jar. So this one actually is old. There's a bunch of numbers on the bottom. I don't know what they mean. Oh, this is Anchor Hawking. This one is. See the stars? You see the stars on the bottom? I've been watching a lot of thrift haul videos and they're always holding it like way up. Can you see the detail on that? You actually have to hold it back, I think, a little bit, and you can see the stars. So that was $0.25. And then this jar was also $0.25. And it also has markings on the bottom. And I really don't know what that one means. At least I knew the other one was Anchor Hawking. So that's kind of cool. I may just keep that one like it is. I actually bought him to kind of be crafty with, but I guess I'm not touching that one. And then I always look for milk glass. Ooh, I got pizza on my face. I always look for milk glass, as long as it's not too expensive. Some places are really going high, and that drives me a little bit crazy. Anyway, I like this piece. All the fluting was intact. It once again has a mark on the bottom, which is IG. I gotta learn my marks. I don't always know them. But anyway, I liked it. It was in good shape. For $3. I'm going to show you all my milk glass because milk glass is my favorite. It's actually what I collect. So this was a little pricier. It was $5. But this one's real. Just see how you can see the light through it. You know it's real when it's... So like we could do a little comparison. I don't want to teach you guys too much, right? See how this, I mean, it's a little, oh, what's the word I'm looking for when you can see the light through it? It's not opalescent. That's like shiny. You know what I mean? The enamel pot looks like a chamber pot. That's what I thought too, but it's way too, I mean, you'd have to be a really good aim, Sarah. See the difference on the two? This one really, the light really comes through it. Transparent, translucent. One of those words. But opaque. Thank you, Becky. So this one doesn't have quite the shine through that this one does. So just different qualities, different ages of the glass making industry. And then I have this one too. I find this one a lot, but it tends to sell. This one's a good one. Oh, it is translucent. See, I couldn't. Anyway, this one's a good one too. And this one's Anchor Hawking. And you can tell because you're never going to be able to see, but the mark on the bottom, there's a little anchor and an H. So this is a good piece. Good company made that. As I very carefully stack them there. Let's do this. This is going to take some juggling. I'm like, I'll clear half of the table. You can't see all my crafting stuff behind. Because, yeah. So those were my pieces of milk glass. Okay. And then I don't remember where this one came from. But I'll love it. It is piece of wood with bluebirds on it. And I know, I'm just ready for Christmas to be over. Where did I get it? Anyway, when I bought it, it had like this little box on there, and I'm like, that's stupid. So I yanked the box off. It was nailed on. I just took it off, but I really like it. And then I also really I felt like I was kind of on a blue kick there. I really, really, really like this pattern. Crown Ivory is what it says on this platter. And as you can see by the lovely label, it cost me 50 cents. Yeah, you know, I love it when it's slightly chipped or it's getting a little faded. I just think that means that somebody really loved the piece and they used it in their home. It didn't just sit in somebody's cupboard. So that actually kind of makes me happy. I don't want it to be super cracked, but you know. Okay, and then on that note, I have a pretty... It's not rough. That would not be... This is... I think it's intended to be this dark, I think. It's an old piece. It's Homer Laughlin, which a lot of you know that brand. It says made in the USA. But Homer Laughlin's are really good. So this little creamer, and that's all I found. I didn't find the sugar. And it does have a chip up here. No, it looks like there's a crack, but it's not a crack. It is a, how it was molded. Because it goes all, like, split right in half. So the two chips on it are really old. And you can tell that because they're very brown. Which means they continued to use it after. And it cost me 50 cents. Probably because somebody thought it was really ugly. But it's not. It's beautiful. It's got... You can't... Well, oh, look. You can tell in that light. See the scallops along this ridge? I have not looked any of these up. I seriously have just been that busy. But I love it. It's beautiful. brown Homer Laughlin. Beautiful little piece. Okay, and the next piece I'm going to show you is a little stupid, but I bought it because I'm going to make it beautiful. And it cost me $1. I'm probably mostly going to just paint it and use it for staging like it shows or something, because it's the bottom sits funny. I don't know, but I did think it's obviously some kid made this in shop. You can see glue, just really poorly made, but I don't care. I don't care. Seriously, the shelves are kind of good size in it, and I'm just going to use it for staging its shows. So I don't care. All right, so I got another picture here. And I really don't know anything about any of these. They priced this one at $1. And I'm guessing that brown one is way more valuable than this one. This one is way newer. It says Lucerine Classic White. It is made by J&G Minkin. I'm going to have to look these up. In England. But it's just way newer. Way newer. So, but still, the color is pretty cool. I think that green is really coming back. So, and that is why I wanted the shelf, so I could put those two things on there. All right, the next thing we are going to do is a couple little puppies. How sweet is that guy? And the bottom says Monica 1974 Christmas, and it is a piece from Inesco. But Monica got this for Christmas. It's just a cute little pug. So, and it's got a few little, they're not chips, but it's just where the, who is calling me? Seriously. Just a second. Hey, Joshua.
Yeah?
Can you call Jake and see what he wants?
What?
Call Jacob and see what he wants?
Jacob?
No. On the phone.
Where is he?
He and Dad went grocery shopping for the weekend.
Oh.
All right. Anyway, there we go. Monica got this for Christmas in 1974. Yes, I do. He and Daddy went to the grocery store for food for your weekend. Okay, I'm doing a live. Do you want to be on my live?
Sure.
Okay, well, they can see half of you.
Does your live want to see what's wrong with me?
No.
Okay. Hey,
No, they don't. Teenage boys.
Mom wanted me to...
Go that way.
Mom wanted me to ask you what you need.
Tell him I'm doing a live. I cannot talk. Well,
Did
maybe
you
I
want
should
anything
pay.
while they were out, Mother?
We need creamer.
Yeah, creamer.
Yes, and ice cream and chocolate since I'm by myself all weekend.
Okay, and
ice cream and chocolate.
Ice cream chocolate. That's what Mom's asking for. Get some ice cream chocolate.
They're going hunting. It's the first hunting trip that all three of them have gone on. And so
Did you want tea?
much planning. No, I still have tea bags. What I want Daddy is to bring coffee.
Okay, Dad wants a sort of coffee. Huh? Coffee.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Thank you. Okay. Next piece. I should have grabbed my glasses, right? This dish was made in, oh my gosh, I keep flipping it upside down. Germany. Okay, that's what I thought. Has a crest right there. Not that any of you are going to be able to read that. It's really tiny. Germany with a little crest on it. So anybody know that marking? And they priced this one a little bit high. It was $2.99, but it's beautiful for a vanity or heck, I don't care what you put in it. So that's just came from Goodwill. And when I was unloading the car, I noticed that one of the pictures had fallen on it. I'm like, how did that thing not break? On the other hand, it made it all the way over from Germany. So, who are we to question? All right. So I did leave these wrapped in their paper from the thrift store. Isn't that dish pretty, Kelly? I really like it. Oh, I got two Kellys back to back. Ha, that's funny. Okay, these just came from the Bible store, and they're just, I think they're the ones that you get in that tea. You know, that kind of tea. what is that tea called that you get these little critters in? Maybe not. Maybe not. Anyway, little Scotty dog. Cute little gray Scotty dog. I'll probably sell him for anywhere between $3 and $5. So if you guys want any of this stuff, you can private message me. You're all on the page, obviously. So this stuff is all for sale. I don't think there's a single thing I was actually going to keep. Even the milk glass, I think I have all of those pieces in my personal collection. Cara, hello. How are you? So this giraffe, I have never seen a giraffe before. So he's definitely going to go for $5. He's made in Germany. I know nothing about him either, except for I saw him in the case behind the counter at the thrift store, and I'm like, I must have him. So I have him, but I don't necessarily need to keep him. So those are I have 3 little animals, 2 dogs, and the little giraffe. So if you collect giraffes, that would be super sweet. All right. The next item that I'm going to show you are these little baskets. And I found these at the thrift store. They were in the Christmas section. They're not. It's in the Christmas item. These little baskets are, I think they were used for like nuts and mint cups at weddings a long time ago. Anybody have an opinion on that? So I actually have 5 of these little guys. And I'll probably sell them for $3 a piece by themselves. If I decide to, like, I think little flower arrangements would be really cute in there. Then they'll be a little bit more. But if anybody needs nut cups, I can hook you up. Nut baskets. I have 2 that are rectangle, a round, an oval, and then like octagon. No, a hexagon because it's 5, I think. I don't know. It's 6. Whatever a 6-sided little thing is. I bought all they had. Cute little baskets. You could just do a million things with those. All right. Let me see where I'm going here. You guys want to see the pictures or more candle holders? What do you want to see first? Because I'm leaving the really, really cool thing for last. So, all right. So I have 2 of these. And I did look them up. And they're worth between $12 and $15 a piece. And I have 2 of them. So a lot of this stuff is intended to go on my eBay store. You know, when I have time. But yeah, I saw them, and generally anything that one thing to watch for when you're thrifting is the weight of an item. So I'm just looking around, like this little guy does not weigh a ton. He's a lighter ceramic. He is hollow. So you just know that the quality isn't quite there. If you found another, I don't have any at the moment. Another similar dog, this would be a lower quality one. But I still think he was cute, so that's why I got him. So when it comes to antiques, heavy is generally better. Generally. Now, this is not old at all. Certified international. It is literally made in China, dishwasher and microwave safe. So I really don't. Jackie Von Tobel is the designer. Anyway, chinoiserie is super trendy right now, and so if you see blue and white and it looks like it's got, you know, that old blue and white, not Delft necessarily, but the Delft makers were making chinoiserie. Actually, Delft, I read the other day, is a form of that style because it's made in Europe. It's not made in China. So anyway, if you see this stuff, really, really trendy. People want it and they don't necessarily care if it's old. So that's why I bought it for $1.49. I'll probably sell it for $5. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to do the pictures next. So Andy loves to spend time at the thrift store. He grumbles and complains about all the vintage in our house and the boxes off to my right that you cannot see. He complains. But then he turns around and he goes to the thrift store and he sends me pictures of things. So what do you do with that? You say, yes, please. All right. So this one I did not realize does not have glass in it. So there's the downfall. But I thought it was really cool. Anything with a wooden oval frame generally is I don't know, fun, beautiful. So it's got some age on it. And I don't know, it's probably not worth it's probably not worth putting the glass in there. I mean, unless you wanted to do that. I probably should not have had him pick it up. But for $5, it's just really sweet. Little farm scene, maybe, turn of the century. Sweet. All right, here's the funny that I promised you guys. Okay, let's see, can you, all you're going to see is the reflection of the, okay, well, in order to not get the reflection, here it is. This is not old either, by the way, or it's not ancient. It's not as old as the pictures would have you believe. Okay, oh, sorry, reflection's super bad. This one, I am trashing Mr. Handsome a little bit. This one, does it say single? Yes. This one says single. See that guy? Life of luxury and repose there. Smoking his cigarette or pipe in front of the fire. Nice. This one, married. Family life. I don't know. I'd still take family life, even though I get to be single this weekend. I think, what do they call them? They call them deer widows, hunting widows. What do they call them? Like literally the wives that stay home while their sons and husbands go hunting. It's something. I'm not sure what it's called. Okay, so this was just, I was at the Goodwill in Des Moines. Thank you, Lynn, for that tip. It was, I found a couple things there. Actually, I think I found a really good piece there. So it was just funny. Married life, single life. We all know what he's talking about there. What is it called when you some sort of widow? Anyway. All right. And Lynn, if you're still watching me, these are the other two pieces that I found. I love how they mark things. Once again, not super old, probably 70s, I'm guessing. I feel like it's a home interior, but it's really it's well matted. There's good paper on the back. So it's just a really pretty scene with birds. I loved it. So sweet. So it kind of goes with that wooden bird thing. I'm going to have to do a bird vignette, aren't I? But once again, birds are something that's really trendy right now. A lot of are kind of back to nature in our decorating choices. That would be the whole cottage core. So that goes really well with that. I'll probably sell this for like at least 15, maybe 20. Just really pretty, sweet, good shape, good framing on that. Unlike the oval one that Andy found for me. I love him, but he probably should not go to the thrift store without me. All right, and then this is the last big item that I have. Once again, okay, I'm going to read it. It is cross stitch that somebody has done, but it is beautiful. Where there is faith, there is love. Where there is love, there is peace. Where there is peace, there is God. Where there is God, there is no need. Just somebody's cross stitch that, once again, it's framed Really, really nice. Excellent shape. I can't imagine what the date is. Oh, yes, I can. 78. MD 78. So a little bit of age, not a ton. I always think if I'm older than my piece, it's not old, but to some of you, that actually, oh, I can't, you're looking at me. You're not even looking at the picture. Okay, there it is. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's all hand done by somebody with the initials of M and D. I love it. The daisies and the little bachelor buttons on it. A lot of my things in this last few hauls kind of had a theme, but I think it's because I'm tired of looking for Christmas, wintry things, and I'm just ready for spring, which, you know, it's okay. So this is going to be in the $20 to $25 range as well. See, sometimes I know what prices I want on things, and other like, I got to do the research. Yeah, so if you guys saw anything, it's, I'm just making sure I felt like I just had boxes and boxes, and there are a few things that, I bought that are like more crafty things that you guys don't care that I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white little pails back there to you. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I bought them. Okay, so my last thing that I'm going to show you, which I'm super excited. I did look this one up because I was sort of curious, is a piece of uranium glass. And it is my very first one that I knowingly, I didn't know it actually until this afternoon that it was uranium glass. So it is, I want to say it was like a Jennifer was the name of the pattern. It does set, so it was setting like this at the thrift store. So it's no wonder nobody picked it up. We thought, well, that's a weird plate. Maybe it's broken, but no, I flipped it over. I'm like, oh, duh. That's just like a cake, a little bit different of a cake platter. So I did pay $1.99 and the value is $30. So I was pretty excited about that. So, and then earlier, Amazon was kind enough to deliver black lights to me. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but on one of the, well, you can see this, one of the thrift hauls that I watched, she has a keychain that is a black light, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to see if I can find those. Because when you're out thrifting and you come across green glass, you don't know. And actually, she's like some white, you could find a lot of glasses were made with uranium. It is not necessarily the green stuff. That's just a more popular, must have had something to do with the color. I don't know. Anyway, she uses it as she's out thrifting. So this is definitely uranium glass. I did test, and then I'm like, oh, I better find out. So I don't think you're going to be able to see, but it definitely, I realize you're kind of seeing, I don't know. Can you guys tell how, I realize it's my black light too, but so Kelly, they had, so yeah, I think you guys can kind of tell how it's showing iridescent in spots with the black light. Kind of cool. So Amazon has them, they have this pack of 10, for like $10. So I was gonna make sure all of my children and husband have them. So when they're, because they all go thrifting, they can, you know, they can bring their little, on the other hand, I would love to do a giveaway. So, and I have extra, I'm not going to need all 10. So let's do this. If you guys can share my, share the video, that would be awesome. And I can tell who shared, and I will draw from one of those. So if you share the video, I will send you one of my little black flashlights. Well, no, I will pick one of you. Because I do. You're all going to share now. Hey, Anita. Okay. So, here, Anita, this is really cool. I found this black or green. I found this green platter. And so I was telling people it is uranium glass. So it's a little hard to tell. But it does show up iridescent with a black light. Okay, so if you share the video, I'll draw from a name, and I will send you one of my black light flashlights. That way you don't have to go get your own. I mean, you can buy giant ones. They had really big ones, but for a keychain, and then you've always got it with you when you're out thrifting. Yes, Lynn, I think you need one of those too. You may actually be on my list, but share it anyway. Because, you know, the more people I have in my group. So those are the things that I found. Tomorrow I am going to do a video on making tier trays out of thrifted items. And I think I'll be live on the Remnants page for that. But then I will share that in the Jean Marie. I'll share that on the Jean Marie page. And then, since I am a widow for the weekend, I'm actually, nobody's in the house with me. Actually, I have Etsy orders to finish up, and I want to do some stuff for you guys. And, anyway, so I'll do some different staging with the tier trays that I make tomorrow. That's my goal for Saturday, is to do those. And I might do a little video on that. I don't know. Or I might just take pictures. Kind of depends on how I feel. So, all right. Do you guys want to see any of the items again? If I went too fast, if you need a different explanation, if you need a better price, then we can talk. But yeah, if you share the video, and I will pick from one of those names to win a black light, because it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun and handy to have. Yep. All right, now I'm just gonna sit here and see, I'm kind of thinking these do it too, but I could be wrong. These are really old. I swear these do it. Can you guys see that? I'm like, ooh. I feel like these slightly do it, unless it's just all the, who knows. All right, if nobody wants to see anything that I've showed you, you can rewatch the video. Of course, I will share it on the page, and I will. Oh, also, this is kind of fun. I did start a YouTube channel for Jane Marie, so let's go just you too, Becky. I do have a YouTube channel where I'm putting these videos on. So you can go over there and subscribe, and you can watch it that way too. Okay. Thanks for joining me tonight, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.